Hey, it's Brian Mudd. This is my cheat sheet for Friday, August the 10th. The politics of investing. Get this, 90% of us, nearly, say that the outcome of the election will be the determining factor in what we do with our investment money and how we change our investments. By the answers, 39% of us say that the outcome of the presidential election alone will change or alter our investing strategy. 30% say that based upon the outcome of the elections, our view of what healthcare reform will look like in the future will determine the outcome of our elections. And 21% of us are taking a look at the rest of the world and how our political situation enters into the worldwide equation. So we have 39% that will change investments based upon presidential outcome, 30% on healthcare, 21% on what's going on in the rest of the world. Holy cow, is that a lot of uncertainty, which means we could be in for a lot of volatility at the end of the year. All right, so short sales. This is actually some better news here. Banks are now far more willing to work with you on a short sale than they used to be. A lot of it has to do with infrastructure and education. They're better at it, but you still need the right professional. You're still seeing a lot of real estate companies and individuals struggle getting through the short sale process because there's so much paperwork required, oftentimes a lot of patience. But banks are now at least wanting to get the short sales done. There's new data that shows that it just makes sense for them. The average property that they will sell in a short sale situation versus allowing it to go to foreclosure, it saves the bank more than $25,000 per property, and that's before legal fees. That's just on the sale of the property itself. So it's well more than $30,000 on average by the time you throw everything into the mix. And of course, a foreclosure will take longer than a short sale. So if you've had trouble with a short sale previously, you might have better luck now. It's still better to avoid foreclosure. And if you need the right real estate professionals, get in touch with me. I'll be happy to get you that information. Here's an update on the iPhone 4S. Earlier in the week, Sprint announced that with the 2-year contract, they were dropping the price $50 to $149 with that deal with Sprint. Well, if you don't want to go with Sprint, you would like to have it on one of the other networks, it is now possible because if you ask for it in the Apple Store, you have to show them the Sprint offer. But if you ask for it in the Apple Store, they'll price match, which means you can put on any of the providers. That would also include AT&T and Verizon. And Best Buy will do the same thing. So now you have your option. Just make sure you don't pay $200 for the iPhone 4S anywhere, because it can be had for $149 now. By the way, we got an update on the some of the inner peekings of the next generation iOS operating system, iOS 6. And one of the cool features of it for the Apple devices, you know how if you're on Wi-Fi or if you're on a cellular network and you're downloading something using your data and then it drops out and it just sits there and it freezes and it's such a pain? Well, the new operating system will automatically switch between connections. Let's say that you're on a Wi-Fi connection. It becomes too weak for you to continue to download data. Rather than just stopping and spinning and you getting nowhere, it'll automatically go to your data plan, to your cellular connection to complete. So you will never have to go back and forth. Just make sure that if you're in a situation where you have a limited data plan, you are not using a ton of data you're not even aware of, thinking that it's all Wi-Fi. But otherwise, that's a pretty cool feature. And can you afford to get married? Average wedding now costs about $27,000. Marriage is still a good thing, but all the more reason to just want to do it one time, right? That's the cheat sheet for today. Enjoy yours, and we will see you on Monday.